So welcome everybody, and thank you for joining the 4th Tech Accelerate Asia and the amazing AI Summit. Our goal over the course of the upcoming days is really to achieve a number of things. First of all, to really inspire you. New ideas, new thoughts, new creativity. Secondly, to challenge. To propose some new ways, some new thoughts, some new ideas, and really to challenge existing ways of thinking. And then thirdly, perhaps most importantly, to help you drive new and better outcomes for your business, for your unit, for your government, whoever you are representing here. We have some amazing speakers. From BMW, Deloitte, SP Group, the Malaysian and Taiwanese governments, Daimler, EY, Allianz, AXA, Visa, the Bank of Singapore, and Kuehne Nagel, to name just a few. And we're going to be taking a very human-centric approach to ensure that AI can benefit all, that this is not a repertoire of technology just for the few. We're going to be looking at our role as leaders, the ethical core and trust requirements, as well as cybersecurity and skills and youth. In fact, my keynote is about how we engage future generations as partners in shaping a positive tech and AI-empowered future. I think this is urgent and critical, and hope that you will join for this. A few examples of what is to come. We have Dipu KV from Allianz General Insurance, and he's going to talk about driving real transformation in use cases, rather than just technology-led, that it needs to be client-led. And I think very excitingly is going to share some of the meticulous preparation that he and his team laid the investment foundation, so they were able to use their AI-driven bots when the lockdown meant that they needed to close all of their contact centers. How relevant, topical, and powerful is that? Xiying Yang at NCS is really going to talk about how COVID has accelerated the use of AI and robotics in healthcare, democratizing the healthcare services with AI systems from the expertise, data, and resources that are now available, with all of the privacy and trust issues so central in the healthcare market going forward. The wonderful David Hardoon, who's an advisor to the Philippines Union Bank, is going to talk about revolutionizing the fight against fraud and money laundering through AI. He will propose that banks are the vanguard defense against fraud and money laundering, really using a multi-layered security strategy where AI is actually one of these critical layers to safeguard and better catch fraud and money laundering even at lower levels. And then Srinivasan at Global Foundries will talk about predictive AI in manufacturing, one of my absolute favorite subjects from when I ran the IoT startup at IBM. This is really exciting in a silicon advancing sense. So some amazing speakers, many of them I've just pulled out a few that should whet your appetite. So my recommendation is listen really hard, ask questions of your speakers, share your views, and really learn. because as Einstein said of himself, I'm just curious. And I think the very great thing about this summit, it will certainly feed your curiosity. So enjoy, and thank you so much for listening to this introduction.